Okay, we are back. It is Saturday, June 18th, 6:40 a.m. in the morning. So most people are sleeping, so I don't expect to get a lot of viewers watching me right now. So yeah, in the middle of the night, I kind of woke up and I saw Bitcoin crashing a bit. So it went below $19,000. I know that. So I tweeted about it. And we went down to $18,718. It looks like right there. Pull that out, and we're still above 19,000 now. And we went past the fair value line, and it looks like we might be coming down to maybe 15,000. The bottom could be in already, also, which I could talk about also. But it really depends upon what the stock market does. If the Fed keeps increasing rates to curb inflation, and the stock market goes down, I definitely think we'll probably go down to this lower band here on the green area below the fair value of market for Bitcoin, which right now is a deal. If the fair value for Bitcoin is supposed to be around 22,000, this would be a good time to dollar cost average, historically speaking. And the next monthly support for Bitcoin is somewhere around like $14,000. So we could go down, especially if the market continues to go down. Ethereum also took a big hit, went below $1,000 earlier. It went down to $975, which I'm surprised it didn't go down quickly. Because I think if it was supposed to go below 1,000, I thought 3 Hours Capital was going to get liquidated. And I just figured if it hit that liquidation price, more sell pressure would be coming. But right now it's holding at $1,000 from the all-time high. Ethereum has gone down about almost 80%, somewhere around there. But I know everybody wants to talk about Million Token, and basically it's been going sideways, right? From June 7th. If you pull up a chart here and you look at the 7-day chart, Bitcoin's been down 33.2%. Ethereum has been down almost 40%. Million Tokens basically stable. It was up a couple percent yesterday. But as I showed you in the chart, it's been going sideways. So Cardano down 17%, Litecoin down 20%, Tezos down 32%, Rune down 40%, Solana down 20%. Apple Fourth down 26%. So a lot of altcoins are down 20 to 40%, and Million Token is holding its own. But basically, I think because we've got that floor price, it's pegged to $1. So I thought we would go down to $2. I still think we can. Every time the price gets closer to $2, I'm buying until I run out of money. So because I just don't know where the bottom's in, and if you think kind of long term, like if we're going to be in a recession or depression and it could last several months, I don't care if I run out of money now, because I'll just dollar cost average with my future paychecks. So I'd rather get my money deployed now, where I know this is good dollar cost averaging times, because if I be too conservative with deploying my money and we just rip up, I'd be like kicking myself in the butt, but long term, if the market goes down another 20% or Bitcoin goes down to 14,000, it'll take time to get there. I think. I don't think it could happen too rapidly. People should be buying the dip right now. I know the OGs are buying. People are selling their Lambos. You got Sunny Decree saying he sold his Lambo. I think that Martini guy was selling his car, and also Chris from M Crypto, I think he wants to sell his car if he hasn't already to buy into Bitcoin. People probably selling their houses too. I think maybe that Martini guy was doing the house thing, because you can just buy a bigger house, once Bitcoin rebounds. Anyway, so the OGs are selling their assets for Bitcoin at these prices, and right now ETH gas is pretty low, 19 Gwei or whatever, however you pronounce that. The stock market, we went down below this downward trend. Not a good sign. Looks like we might have had resistance here. This green line is kind of like where I would probably buy the dip with my 401k money, and then I would sell it once we bounce. That's how I'm playing. I'm gonna probably play it. I've got maybe 25% of my investments in cash ready to buy but it's all on my 401k, so I can't buy crypto with it. So I'll just play with the stock market. But I want deep discounts if I'm going to deploy my 401k money, and I'm just going to sell it on the bounce. I don't, that's how I'm going to play it. So defined, there's this glitch with Ethereum saying it's $2.2 million, but it's like more like 250. Polygon is 2.44, minus Smart Chain 2.41. One thing that caught my eye was like if you deployed $1,000 or $2,000, no, we'll just say $2,000 on Uniswap, you'd get 750 or 749 million token, and on QuickSwap that same $2,000 gets you more, 768. So interesting to see that. I'm not sure if it's because of the price difference or the liquidity pool, because right now there's kind of a glitch with the the price on Uniswap. So careful where you put where you buy a meme token. Right now I'd buy it on QuickSwap if I had the cash there. Maybe I might deploy some of my cash from Uniswap over onto the Polygon chain, and do the same thing with PancakeSwap. But I'm pretty sure the liquidity there is even less. But I was surprised to see this, because even if it's $1,000, let me put that in there. Let's see, $1,000 would get you 405 million token on Polygon, and $1,000 here on Uniswap will only get you 362. So that is significant. 362 versus over 400. Yeah. So it's going to be challenging. I know Gate.io is at 232. So I think right now the price is really overpriced on Uniswap. And I saw some bots heading over to sell. Like you got bots here. This is the Gate address with 31,000. Still very, very high. You got this one bot here selling 230 and 290 on Uniswap, trying to drive that price down using arbitrage. Because they're scooping it up real cheap here on Gate. And I noticed the price from Gate went up ever since I did my last YouTube video saying, hey, if I could get on Gate buying million token, that's what I would be doing. And as soon as I put that video out, the price went up significantly. I think it was like $2.05 at the time, but you can check out that previous video that was posted a few days ago. And so I think people are actually front running the bots now. And I pulled my money off of ZT Global. I had a little bit of money here. I couldn't get my orders filled. I think it was also because the prices went up. But with the mass liquidations that are going on in crypto right now, I tweeted about, get your money off the exchanges, because you don't know what exchange might have it impacted from these DeFi protocols that might be using your money as collateral. So if they're underwater, not your keys, not your coins. You look what happened with Celsius. People can't withdraw their funds. And even though I didn't have a lot of money on ZT Global, I just pulled my money off. And it cost me like $15.50 in fees to make a transaction to withdraw my funds. And then when I got my funds, which was pretty fast, their transaction fee was like $2.50. So, I got ripped off there. So I'm not going to go back to ZT Global. If you have been on Gate and you withdrew your funds, let me know what the fees were to withdraw your funds from Gate, and just put that down in the comment. I heard like somebody told me it was like $60 to withdraw your funds from Gate.io. I find it hard to believe, but comment down below if you're on Gate and you withdrew some funds. I'm kind of curious what the fees are. The ZT Global fees cost me $15.50 to withdraw a couple $100. And I'm like, okay, lesson learned. It might have been worth it if I could get some cheap million token with limit orders, but I wasn't able to do that. So I'm going to close out ZT Global and probably not look at it, because liquidity is not there. If I bought up all this million token from the people selling on ZT Global, I'm only going to get like 590 or 500 tokens of million token. I mean, I'm buying them at $1,000, $1,000 pop, sometimes. So, it's just the liquidity is not there for me. On million token, on Gate.io, they have right now on the books almost 1,381 million token. By the way, this is all not financial advice. Let me get the disclaimer out of the way. I'm not a financial advisor. This is only to be used as entertainment. Please do your own research. I see Blair's in the chat. I think that wasn't your name, DMerc, or something like that before. So million pool is at 19.49%. That's still pretty good. And million token, if you want more information, go to milliontoken.org. And I don't think there's any new government proposals, but you could use your wallet to vote on things there. And let's see what else I could show with you. So, on my Twitter page, I posted these death crosses. And I've got the moving average and the EMA. I guess we could just focus on one. I'll just take the EMAs off. So I'm going to just talk about this in a little more detail because I've noticed it just crossed, it looks like here. If I zoom in here, it's just crossing now on the daily. And if you want to put these figures in your own chart, let's see now, I've got one EMA on the daily chart at 130, and the other EMA, the moving average, is 700. So you could plug that in and you could make your own chart and save it or whatever. So I just use those numbers because I noticed that when they crossed, you had capitulation almost to the day. And then that was in 2018 and also here in 2015. So I'm like, well, what's going to happen when they cross now? Well, they just crossed now. And today so far, it has been the worst capitulation day recently, with Bitcoin going below 19,000 and Ethereum going below 1,000. So I think this is a pretty good indicator that nobody's talking about. And just for fun, I put the same numbers on the EMAs, and it looks like this on the white ones. Okay, and they crossed here, capitulation. They crossed here, capitulation on the day. And again, capitulation, they've crossing right now, capitulation on the day. Again, nobody's really talking about this. They're doing like weekly charts and whatnot, but I'm telling you, no guesswork with this. You're getting the day of capitulation, which is why I want to deploy my capital now for buying the dip. The only way we're going to go down lower if the stock market goes down lower, if we have a recession or a depression. And then that's the case, you work for another year or two and keep buying the dips as they happen. I just don't know when the market's going to turn around. They deployed all that capital for COVID, pumping all that money into the stock market. And now with everybody, I guess, having jobs and everything, they got to pull back the raise interest rates to curb inflation. And now we're paying the price for it now. So I just wanted to go into more information on these death charts or whatever. So if they cross up, we're in a bull trend, and you got two crosses here, bull trend. But we had that COVID crash, and this was also there was a Chinese, what was it called, world token or plus one or something, Ponzi scheme going. People were collecting Bitcoin and they were selling off, so that caused that to go down. You might want to wait if you're really, really conservative to get back into the crypto market for these golden crosses to happen. But then, when they happen, you could have made 50 or 100% gains on buying the dip. So for me, I'm buying now. And so that was on the EMAs, and let me go here, hide this. Golden cross here on the moving average, two of them here. And, we just got to wait for the next golden cross, but, I'm not waiting. I'm buying now. And I just throw everything up there. They all converge right here. That's where we capitulated. They all converged right here. We capitulated. They're all converging right now, right here. And we're capitulating right now. So the hash ribbon, some people are talking about this. And, we got this light green dot here, but usually in the past, when you get those, you've got this red bleeding zone. And I remember talking about this last time, and right around here, I said, buy now, don't wait for the blue dot, because, the price will go up too much. because if you look at the blue dot, it says somewhere around Bitcoin at like 40,000, and I was telling you to buy when it was like really bloody red, right around 30,000. So even though I'm buying now, I'm mentally prepared that we might have another red bloody downtrend before we get that blue dot to buy. And I think Digital Asset News were saying miners are selling their Bitcoin now. So that could still be further downward pressure. And we might still have more liquidations in the crypto market from, who knows what, whether it's 3 Hours Capital or, I don't know. Just there could be more blood in the streets, but, blood is in the streets now. I'm buying and I don't mind if it goes down lower. And I wish Million Token would kind of go down lower, back to $2 or lower, so I could buy more. I've already increased my holdings by 10% these last couple days. So, and that's thousands of Million Token I'm buying. So I think that is the news. I know if you're into the Roar NFTs, the silver ticket holders got some airdropped NFTs from the 3D limited edition. And if I think there's 2 silver tickets left still, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't heard any updates from that, but there was a raffle a couple of days ago. I think a couple people, 3 or 4 people were in it. I watched it live, and they just spin the wheel, and you get some one of these NFTs for if you were a silver ticket holder. So that played out, and Eternal says buy MM in chat. Yeah, I don't see any questions, so I think that covers it. Hopefully, I went over some new stuff with the hash ribbons and the death cross. You could put that chart in there if you want. If we put this on the monthly chart, your next support is right where that white line is at $13,933. So I see that. Let's just say 14,000. The one below that is at almost at 11,000. This is on the monthly chart. And see now, the bottom of this channel is 16,000. Maybe we could wick down below to this moving average here, which is 14,000, which would play into the monthly support. So we can go down there if the markets continue to go down. And I think the Federal Reserve made a clear stance that they're just going to keep increasing rates until they get inflation under control. So I don't know about you, but gas prices is high. It's like $5 a gallon where I live now, where maybe a week ago or so it was $4.20. Grocery bills are going high. I've been going out to some restaurants, and the price they're charging me on the receipt is higher than the price in the menu because they just can't update the menus fast enough. Maybe they should just go to scan on your phone with a QR code, the menu, and then they could just update the prices on the web. But I've noticed that in more than a couple of restaurants where, or even takeout. I did takeout yesterday. I was getting like a lunch special at the Chinese restaurant, and it said like $7 in the menu, and it came to close to like $10. I'm not even going to question it because I understand. With the inflation and these small restaurants, they just don't have the money to upgrade or, keep printing new menus or whatever. So let's see what Million Token does. It's been going sideways. Check out Polygon and Binance Smart Chain. The fees are pennies. And right now, I showed you the liquidity is better on Polygon. You'll get more Million Token for your money at these prices until bots sell more on Uniswap to bring the price down, and then maybe we'll see what the liquidity will be compared to the other blockchains. I think that's it, guys. I'm gonna pause here and say goodbye, and if I see anything else new to talk about, I'll do another live stream. If you like this content, give me a like, subscribe, and comment down below, and I'll talk to everybody later. Bye.